Vital wheat gluten is a protein found in wheat. Actually, it has about 75% protein, which is very high for a grain. Commercial bakers love to add it to their flours as it creates a very light texture in their pastries and breads. But it can also be used to make seitan, a very dense meat substitute with a slightly different cooking technique. Today I'm going to show you how to make basic seitan, as well as a couple of very whimsical variations that will surprise you and will sure satisfy your palate. Start by putting in the dry ingredients into a large bowl. That includes the gluten, the flour, and the dry spices. Mix thoroughly. In a smaller bowl, place all the wet ingredients, including the soy milk, the liquid aminos, the tomato juice or paste, and the fresh herbs, garlic, and lemon zest. Put the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and mix thoroughly. When the mixture is solid enough, go ahead and knead for about 5 minutes until it becomes elastic. Then, the gluten needs to rest for about 30 minutes, and in the meantime, make the stock. This part is very easy. Place all the ingredients in a very large stock pot. That includes the dry herbs, the wet ingredients, and the fresh herbs. Mix thoroughly, but leave cold. Then go back and work on the gluten. Cut the seitan into 4 or 6 equal pieces. Remember that this will grow and puff up during cooking, so think of smaller portions. Place the seitan into the cold stock, then heat to a boil, partially cover, bring down the heat, and simmer for about an hour. Then turn off the heat and let it cool. Once it cools down, the seitan is actually done. And we have two choices here. We can either take what we have, cut it, put it in Tupperware containers and store in the fridge with a little bit of the broth, and it keeps well for about 4 to 5 days. Or we can go to the next step and make fried chicken. You will need 3 dishes for this. In the first one, put the chickpea flour and half the amount of seasonings. Mix thoroughly. In the second, crush the vegan cornflakes with the panko and also season with the dry spices. Mix thoroughly. On the third, put in the egg replacer, the soy milk, the liquid aminos, and mix thoroughly. This will actually create a thick paste. Then take each piece of the seitan, cover with the flour mixture, dip into the egg replacer, and make sure that we get all parts of the faux chicken. It's okay if you get a little messy, that's part of the fun. And then coat with the cornflake and panko mixture. Don't those look incredible? Then in a non-stick pan, fry in about an inch of oil. You need to be generous here. about 5 minutes each side. Be careful where you turn over so you don't splatter. You should get a gorgeous, gorgeous golden color on each side. Then drain in a paper bag. These look so beautiful. Now we could stop right now and serve them as is with a couple of side dishes, maybe your favorite mashed potatoes. You can also try my wild mushroom white wine cashew nut gravy on my website. It's delicious with this. Or we can take it up a notch and turn this into a vegan KFC Double Down. Let me show you how. Start by putting 2 pieces of the faux chicken into a metal sheet pan, then top with the bacon. Then add the 2 types of cheese. Here I have vegan Monterey Jack and vegan cheddar. And then place in a very hot broiler for about 5 minutes. It is imperative that you watch this because with the broil being so high, the cheese can go ahead and burn very easily. Remember, there's no dairy in it, but it looks like they're just perfect. The cheese is melted. Oh, this smells so good. Come take a look. Then top with about a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more, of my cheese sauce that you can find on my website at joelux.com. And carefully place one on top of the other. Yo, this is amazing. It smells so good and it looks so simple. All we need is a couple of donuts a la Paula Deen and then we're all set. At any rate, today you've learned a variety of different techniques, starting with how to make seitan, how to then change that into fried chicken, which you can serve with your favorite mashed potatoes or your favorite gravy or green beans, whatever you want to do for a beautiful country meal. And of course, then transition that into a modern delicacy, well, if you can call it delicacy, the vegan version of the KFC Double Down. I have no idea how I'm going to eat this, but I'm certainly going to give it a shot. Jeez. Holy cow.